Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ada and I'm a YouTuber based in Chicago. If this is your first time in this channel, you're welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Thank you for stopping by. So guys, today I'm going to be showing you how I use the Clear Brow soap on my brow. Let me focus this so you can see what it looks like. So it's just a clear brow soap. I've seen a couple of makeup artists like Nikki's tutorial, a bunch of makeup artists try the clear brow soap on their brow, and I love the results it gives. I've been using it myself for a while now, and I've had this one bar and it has lasted for like forever, and it's so good. Most people use this brand because it dries clear. I know there are other transparent soap you could use, but this particular one you can probably get it on Amazon, and I know they also have it in Nigeria, and I got this one from an African store here in Chicago. So pretty much this is the one everyone has been using. That's why I got this one, and it has been working well for me. So if you have like bushy brows and you're looking for something to tame your brow in place, you should try the soap for your brow, the soap technique for your brow. It is pretty much very easy to use. Instead of using other brow tamers, which I feel this one is kind of more effective because it dries clear and the brow stays in place. Couple of brands that I've tried, when it dries, it doesn't dry clear and it kind of have like an oily residue on your brow, but this one is matte when it dries up, just like applying soap on your body and letting it dry off. That is what this one does for you. So I'm going to be showing you how I use the brow soap on my brow. If that is something you were interested in, do make sure you watch this video to the end and hit the subscribe button and keep on watching. Guys, I'm going to be starting off this video with a full face of makeup because what we are focusing today on is just the brows. So like you can see, I've done my makeup, but I left the brows alone because I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my makeup, or how I do my brow with a Pears Clear Brow Soap. I also get it here from the dollar store, maybe any of these African stores, and I think it's about $1 or $2, I'm not sure, but I've had this one for a while and I use it from time to time. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I draw my brow using the clear soap. So usually you will spray on any liquid on the soap. It should pretty much work, but I just prefer to go with water, so I just spray water on it just to get it wet pretty much, so you can get the soap easily with your spoolie. So this is what my brows look like. My brows is very full right now. Lately I've been loving my bushy brow. I don't want to trim it for now. Maybe later I might do that, but for now I love the way my brows is looking. So I'm just gonna brush my brow up. You can see it's pretty much full. You can see this is the color of the soap. It looks this way, but it's actually a transparent soap and it dries clear. So what you need to do is I'm just gonna spray a little bit more water on this, and you use your spoolie to just brush it this way so you can get some product on your spoolie. So what you need to do is, the soap on the spoolie, you are going to use it to comb your hair upwards. So it's not just doing this. You can see me using the spoolie to comb my brow hair, but I'm lifting it up so the product on the spoolie, which is the soap, can actually stick to my brow. So I'm just doing this gently. You can see how it's just taming my brow as I'm applying it. Can you see the difference from this brow to the other one? Already this brow is tamed, you know, and I love how it comes out. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna go back in and grab some more soap. Even if you don't have this much hair on your brow, trust me, you're gonna see the difference after applying the soap. It's just gonna keep your brow hair in place, like it's not gonna move. And keeping it in place, it makes it look fuller, like It makes it look fuller. So the product I'll be using to draw my brow today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in Ebony. I love my brow pomade. You can use your pencil, you can use a brow pomade, whatever works for you. But I love to use my brow pomade simply because I just find it easy for me to use, and I'm used to using a brow pomade. But you can use a pencil if that's what you're more comfortable with. So I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes for this to dry up. Then I'll go in with my brow pomade, and I'm using a brow brush. You can pretty much get this anywhere. So what I like to do is I'm just going to use my brush and apply some on the cover of the brow pomade. So I'm just going to like press it down. It's just me having, it's just a way I like to do this, because it kind of helps me not to have too much brow product on the brush, because if it's too much, your brow comes out so thick, and we're all trying to get that natural brow effect. So what I do is I get some products, put it on the cover, then just use my brush to just get a little bit of products, and that also helps my brush to be flat. So now that the brow is dried, what I do is I just start lining my brow the way I would usually do. So I kind of line my brow from the bottom, and at this point you can touch it. The brow is dried, like it dries hard, and I like that about the soap. So I'm just lining the bottom of my brow, following the shape of my brow. I'm not doing anything. So you can see one line, just drawing the brow soap at the bottom. I'm going to extend it to the front a little bit, and I'm also going to draw a line at the top of the brow. So I just traced out the shape of my brow, like I didn't draw any line outside my brow. You can see my brow looks fuller already. I just traced it out with the brow pomade, and you can also do this step with your pencil. It's pretty much the same thing. So I'm just gonna go back in and make sure everything looks good. So now this is what my brow is looking like, and all you need to do is the residue from the brow brush, you just use it to fill out the places that is pretty much, that looks thin, maybe where you don't have so much hair. You just fill it out with your brow brush. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. You can see what this one is looking like. I haven't concealed it or anything, but see what it's looking like. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So after filling my brow with the brow pomade, this is what my brow is looking like. I'm gonna go back in with my soap. I'm still spraying water on the soap because it dried out. So I'm gonna use my spoolie again to pack on the product on my spoolie. So the soap dries up pretty much quickly. It's soap, it dries off. So once it dries, you spray more water on it. I'm going to use that same brush and just comb the brow upwards, thereby blending in the product into my brow, and that makes it look so seamless. Can you tell the difference of me doing this second step? So it's important you go back in with your soap and just comb it upwards, thereby blending in the product into your brow. It's very important to blend the product into your brow so it doesn't have any harsh lines. So I'm just blending in the brow pomade into my brow. So now I'm going to be cleaning up my brow with a concealer, and I love to use a bright, maybe like 2 shades of concealer brighter than my actual skin tone, simply because I love the highlighted brow effect. That is my preference, but you don't have to use 2 shades of concealer brighter than your brow, brighter than your skin tone to conceal your brow. You can use whatever works for you, but I love the highlighted brow effect, so I always use a lighter concealer to clean up my brow. And I'll be using this one from Juvia's Place in the shade 18. I'm gonna get a little bit of concealer on my brush. I'm using a round brush, by the way, and I'm gonna use it to clean up my brow. Already you can see how the brow is looking. It looks thick, it looks full, and with little or no product, this is what we got because of the soap we used on the brow. It just makes your brow hair look fuller and it keeps it in place. Like, let me clean up the brow. I'm gonna move closer so you guys can see the effect of the soap on my brow. So I'm just cleaning up my brow with a concealer. And if you notice, I'm starting from the middle. I didn't start from the front, I didn't start from the back. I'm starting from the middle. So I'm just going to drag that product to the back and blend it in. After cleaning up the brow, I like to go over with a clean brush. There's no product on this brush. I'm just going to use it to blend in the concealer and just smoothing it so it looks seamless. So my brow is not shaped, it is bushy. That's why you can see like the excess hair underneath, but the concealer just makes it look put together. So I'm just using a brush. I did not use the concealer right in front here because it just makes the brow look so harsh, but using the brush to just blend everything in just gives it that concealed effect that we want. So this is what my brow looks like after cleaning it up. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side and I'll be right back. After cleaning up my brow with the concealer, I'm gonna go over with my shade of powder, which is the MAC Studio Fit powder in NC41. I'm just gonna use it to set the concealer underneath my brow. I love to do this step because it just blends everything in properly and makes it look seamless. You can go in with a nude shade of for eyeshadow, but I love to use the powder and it works good for me. So with a brush, a blending brush, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of powder to set the concealer, and I'm just setting all the places I applied my concealer to, and I'm just going to blend it out. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Let me know what your thoughts are about this brow. Let me move closer so you guys can see. So I just moved closer so you guys can see the brow. You can see the way it looks in place. It dries very hard, so it's not going to move. So that is it, guys. So guys, that will be it for this video. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about the brow soap. Have you tried it before? Tell me if you're willing to try it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. If you're yet to subscribe, please guys join the family, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.